Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while. I apologize. I've been super busy with a lot of stuff for the Possessed by Passion list run, but I have been meaning to do this video for weeks. I'm sure a lot of you that follow me on Facebook know that I'm pretty excited about Diana Register's Grief and Glitter. It's a fat book, and I was gonna wait until I got the actual paperback from Amazon so that I could show it off, but Amazon just notified me that there's a 3-week wait. So seeing as that's gonna be a while, I figured let's do it now while the book's still fresh, although I don't believe that this is the type of book that I will be able to forget anytime soon. Grief and Glitter is actually sort of like a collection of articles that Diana wrote for Love What Matters. And for those who don't know her story, her husband Chad, at the age of 44, died of pancreatic cancer. And she has been chronicling her story. She's an author, and was, I think, prior to this, but don't quote me on that. But obviously a natural writer. And we've got wind and a crazy dog. Sorry about that, guys. It's just a beautiful day out. We're not gonna have many of those left, so I figured let's go outside today. But she has this way of writing that makes you, one, laugh. I mean, she's funny as a person anyways, but it makes you really feel a person and feel like you know them. And so in this collection of stories, she tells about her life with Chad, her life while Chad was sick, and then her life after Chad. But in a way where you feel like you know Chad, and like Chad's still here, honestly. I mean, that's how it felt to me. Little anecdotes about their life together and the ups and downs. And I think that's what I love the most about this book, is I can really relate. Like, she talked about being pregnant, losing her mind, throwing his wedding band at him and thinking it went down a gutter. You know, like those moments in life that we probably don't brag about, but everybody has those moments of crazy, right? And how relationships aren't always perfect, but that shared story together really is what makes a relationship perfect. So anyway, this book made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me know Chad. You know, I've told her this, but he would be so proud. She has really found a way to capture the love in her family and her relationship, and the love in it now, and how Chad's still a part of that, you know. Anyone who's gone through any type of grief, and she's big on talking about, you know, people grieve different things. It's not always a loved one or a spouse or a, you know, friend or family member. It's not always death. It could be grief of a life that you thought you'd have. It could be grief of, there's just so many things, the loss of a home or a job, or we're all grieving in some way. And Diana, her stories make you feel like, one, you're not alone, and two, there's life, I won't even say after grief, there's life with grief, and that things, you can still laugh even when you're hurting. So that's kind of what the message of her book is, and she gets that across well. You know, I talked to Diana after I read her book, and she thought that I was going to cry over a story of a bird. And while the story about this bird, there was a bird's nest that Chad didn't want on her house, on the front porch, and her daughter did. So, you know, and anyway, as most good dads would do, we put the bird's nest back for the sake of the kid. And it was a sweet story, but the story that got to me was about their daughter's birthday. I just bawled. You guys will cry, but again, you'll laugh. And it was the details in the stories. It was being able to relate to her. I mean, I don't want to give away the whole book here, so, but the gist was that he was going to do her birthday party. And this is going to sound sexist. He did it like a man would do it. You know, he was very like, okay, cups, plates, you know, like that about it. But maybe wasn't so sure of what a group of girls would want for a big slumber party all night. And so she was trying to stay hands off and watching this going, oh my God, this is not gonna work. But, you know, trying to do her best to stay out of it. And instead of these massive parties that she had planned for their daughter years and years in a row, this party that Dad planned happened. And what comes of that story, I mean, it will just, I could cry thinking about it. Such a touching book. Makes you stop and think. It makes you stop and say, you know what, maybe not everything's perfect, but life is short. And you never know when you're going to lose someone that you love. And so it's important, even in those worst moments where you're chasing a wedding band down a gutter, or you think you are, or someone's planning a birthday party in a way that you might not, that maybe those are the moments that are actually love and life, and that you cherish, whether you're grieving or not, but that you should cherish them for sure while they're happening. Anyway, this book was hands down 5-star. I love books that make me think. I love books that make me feel, and I love books that make me look at life differently, and this one did that. Obviously, I have a bias. I published this book through Crazy Ink. I know Diana. I don't care. I don't care who you are. If you're into books that are gonna kind of take you on a ride, and you can go from laughing to crying to just and back again, this is a great one for that. Grief and Glitter. The paperback's on sale now. I think the ebook releases November 5th, but don't quote me on that date either. It's coming out soon. Guys, awesome book. And I highly recommend the paperback. It is fat. This thing is thick. What a great reminder. What a great tool for people who are grieving. It gives hope. It gives hope that life can still go on, and that you can still laugh, and that it's okay to go from laughing to crying in a 30-second span of time and right back again. And I think this book has something to teach everyone. Alright guys, there's my review of Grief and Glitter. I'm sorry it took me so long. I really thought I'd have that paperback, but Amazon has a mind of its own. Until next time, peace, love, books and crazy.